What is going on, guys? Skyhound here, also known as Geek Detective Pierce. So, I heard about this yesterday and I just watched a video from Orange Hat. It is a difficult time for Dragon Ball fans, especially those who watched the OG Dragon Ball. Myself, I only read a little bit of the manga due to Shonen Jump. But I will not deny the fact that I did watch Dragon Ball Z, and obviously, I saw bits of the original when I was a kid, when I was being babysitted. But unfortunately, we have lost a great legend, Akira Toriyama. I heard about it yesterday, his passing. I was like, wait, what? And as I heard, he was only 68 years old when he passed. And as you can see here on my screen, here is a tweet from Toei Animation. This was today. They mentioned that they're deeply saddened upon hearing his passing. And for those of you guys who have read the manga, you might probably want to fill me in here. Besides Dragon Ball, I heard that he also did a few other um, manga as well. If there is, do let me know in the comments down below what other works that he did. But most would likely know that he did Dragon Ball back in the day. As you can see here, I also bookmarked the letter that was shown according to the Dragon Ball official site. And I also did one, I bookmarked another one, the voice actor who did Goku. And I'm just a little surprised. I remembered when I was a kid, this was when Toonami actually really took off, and we had those various anime back then, and that's when it started to pick up steam. I remembered watching not just Dragon Ball Z, but there was also Sailor Moon. You also had Gundam Wing. You also had Pokemon. I will mention that I have watched old anime when I was a kid, right when it started to pick up steam, and I will be doing a separate video for the various ones I've watched. As you can see here, we have that letter from Bird Studio when we heard about the guy's passing. 68 years old again. I'm just surprised and shocked, really, because this guy defined the childhood of many fans, myself included. I remembered when I started watching some of the seasons, specifically the different arcs. The only one I never got a chance to finish was the Majin Buu arc. Dragon Ball fans know that character a lot faster than I can. And unfortunately, I only got up to the Cell arc because I finished all the way through Frieza. And looking back on some of the episodes, I really need to go watch those again, but I think out of the ones that really got my interest, it was mainly those two arcs, especially when we find out that the doctor who created the androids and then Cell actually just turning on them. On top of that, we also got the fact that when Android 18 was around, good grievous, the first time I saw her, I was like, not only is she badass and good looking though, but Krillin actually scoring with her after convincing the others that hey, she's not exactly as bad as she is, and he manages to defend her. And right when she's about to get um absorbed by Cell, she obviously gets saved. And as much as I want to go through like what I recall, I'm gonna have to do a separate stream for this. But this guy again, he definitely defined a certain artistic style. I'll give it that much. For those of you guys who are Dragon Ball fans, you have my sympathies and condolences. I'm sure he defined, the childhood for most of you guys, regardless of ethnicity. And frankly, when I heard about the passing of the artist who did Yu-Gi-Oh some years ago, that one hit me hard because when I actually started, watching the anime, there are definitely fans of, Yu-Gi-Oh, myself being one. It was definitely hard and I was shocked when I heard about this, but we are losing a lot of great legends who really pioneered anime as it is today. And frankly, I'll just put it this way, there's never going to be anyone like, Akira or the ones who really made these iconic intellectual properties. And honestly, I know that, this is going to be a tough time for all of us anime fans. But with that being said, I am curious, what are your favorite memories of watching the show? What were your favorite episodes, characters, and the like? Each has their own favorites. Some like Goku, others like the perverted old man, others like Krillin, some like Piccolo. Each has their own ups and downs. Each has their own story arcs. Some like certain characters for certain reasons, others don't. And that's perfectly fine. As an otaku myself, I get it. You have ones you like, you have ones you don't like. Especially when it comes to villains, though. And obviously, we each have our favorites. Some do well, others are just like, really? That's what they were trying to go with? But anyway, do let me know what were your favorite episodes, your favorite story arcs, who was your favorite character, who was your favorite male characters, or your favorite I'll just put it this way. Who was your favorite husbando or waifu, depending on which side you go with, for those of you guys who are into guys, others who are into girls, including the buys. I'm not gonna leave them out of this because I keep hearing the usual nonsense between back and forth between characters. I'm just saying that you know each has their own preferences. I get that, but this was definitely one of those turning points. This guy created a lot of great characters. With that being said, rest in peace, Toriyama-san. I'm sure you left a heck of an impact on the world at large, and you will definitely be missed. This has been Skyhound, also known as Geek Detective Pierce. Hope you guys have a good day. Stay safe, stay sane, and as always, stay humble.